So students, now we'll continue our examples. So let's start it. Example number 3 is 53240 is a perfect cube. It means first of all we have to check whether it is a perfect cube or not by using the prime factorization method. If not, then by which smallest natural number should 53240 be divided so that the quotient is a perfect cube? In example number 2, we have to find the smallest number with which the given number should be multiplied. But here we have to check with which smallest number it should be divided so that this number will become a perfect cube. So first of all we have to check whether it is a perfect cube or not. So we have to use our prime factorization method. 53240. It's 26620 onto 13310 onto 6655 with 11. It will go on 605. Again on 11. It will go on 55. 11. It's 5 and 5 it's 1. Now we'll write its factors. 53240. Its factors are 2 into 2 into 2 into 11 into 11 into 11 into 5. Now we have to check whether it is a perfect cube or not. So 3 times, only 1 time. It means it is clear that 53240 is not a perfect cube. Next part. If not, then by which smallest natural number should 5320 be divided so that the quotient is a perfect cube? It means we have to check with which number we have to divide it so that it will become a perfect cube. Now just check here. This is in pairs, this is in pairs, but this 5 is extra here. So in order to make it a perfect cube, we have to find that smallest number with which if we divide this number then it will become a perfect cube. It means 5 is extra here. So we'll divide both sides with 5. 5 and here also 5. Just cut. This 5 vanishes here. So here on dividing this number 10648, we'll get this 2 cube and this is our 11 cube. So this is our perfect cube. Now example number 4. Is 1188 a perfect cube? If not, by which smallest number should 1188 be divided so that the quotient is a perfect cube? Same. First of all we have to check whether this is a perfect cube or not by using the prime factorization method. 2 594 2 297 3 99 3 33 3 11 11 and this is our 1. So write the factors. 2 into 2 into 3 into 3 into 11. Now we have to check whether it is a perfect cube or not. 2 times, 3 times, 1 time. It is clear 1188 is not a perfect cube. So now we have to check with which smallest number should 1188 be divided so it will become a perfect cube. In case when we have to find with which number we have to divide it, so we just have to divide with the extra numbers. In previous sum, in our example number 3, we were having 5 which was not in 3 times. So we had divided both sides with 5. Now just check here. Here these 2 are extra and this 11 is extra. If we remove this one and this one, we are only left with 3 into 3 into 3. So it means this one is extra here. So we'll divide both sides by 2 into 2 into 11, and here also 2 into 2 into 11. So cut it. Now it's 1188. 4 into 11 is our 44. This is 3 into 3 into 3. We can write it as 3 cube. So our answer is 27. And we know that 27 is the cube root of 3. It means this is our answer. Last example, example number 5. Is 68600 a perfect cube? If not, find the smallest number by which 68600 must be multiplied to get a perfect cube. Same. First of all, we'll find its prime factorization like this. Now, first we have to check whether this is a perfect cube or not. So, we have to write its factors. 68600. 2 into 2 into 2. 5 into 5. 7 into 7 into 7. So, first check. 3 times, 2 times, 3 times. It is clearly here. This is not a perfect cube. Now we have to find the smallest number with which it should be multiplied to get a perfect cube. So we know that we need one more 5. So if we multiply both sides with 5, so it will become a perfect cube. So multiply. So here also. So the answer is 34300. So it's 343. It's triple zeros. 3 times 2, 3 times 5, and 3 times 7. So we can write it like this. Now we know that 343 is a perfect cube of 7. It means 34300 is also a perfect cube.